Hello and welcome. This is Josiah Growth here with Back to Bliss, and we're here talking about touch literacy again. And so today's topic in particular is how to get the most out of your massage. And it doesn't matter where you go, it doesn't matter who you are seeing, but there's 3 specific things that will get you the most out of your massage that you possibly can. And they are communication, communication, and communication. And so that's that simple, and it's also really quite deep. And so at Back to Bliss, we like to say that when you come to see us, we have 3 relationships that are important. And so the first relationship that you have is the relationship with Back to Bliss itself. How you book appointments, do you know how to get online? Do you know what to expect, where the location is, the billing practices, all of those things that make the process of coming to receive your therapy and receive your services comfortable and routine, easy. And so that relationship requires some communication. The second relationship that's important is the relationship between you and your provider. And so that relationship is all very important. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable saying yes and saying no? Are you comfortable asking for your preferences? Are you too hot? Is the music too loud? Can you speak up? Can you say what you need to make a wonderful experience happen for yourself? And so the third relationship where communication is important is the internal relationship between your mind, your heart, and your body. And this relationship is the most subtle, but realistically, this is the one where the biggest therapy can happen. And so often our mind is a bully and it doesn't listen to what our body is telling us. And so we come in with an expectation of wanting deep tissue. We want therapy. And yet when the therapist gives us that pressure and we feel our body, it tightens up. It doesn't want that aggressive pressure today, but we still say, beat me up, I want to get a good massage. And so are you communicating internally between your mind and your heart, between your mind and your body? And so all 3 levels of communication are important. Communication between yourself, so that you're listening to where you are and who you are on any given day. The communication in the room right then and there between the provider that's giving you the service. Maybe you scheduled yourself for relaxation, but you just aren't able to relax because of that pain in the back of your leg. Are you willing to say, hey, I know that I wanted this, but really my body's telling me that I can't relax until you work that out. Can you do that for me? And then the communication between you and Back to Bliss as a whole. All 3 are super important, and just so that you know, when you come to Back to Bliss, we acknowledge and we understand that there are those specific levels of relationship, and we support the open communication between you and Back to Bliss, you and your provider, and we promote the witnessing and the internal introspection that allows the internal conversation to become deeper and more fulfilling, so that you come to know more about yourself through massage and touch, through the services that you get. But learning about yourself is one of the deepest joys that there can be, just to learn who you are, what you need, what's going on, and the therapy of that communication and that relationship is beautiful and wonderful. And hopefully, as you come to Back to Bliss more and more, as you receive more and more services, you will really come to know yourself more. So in all of those respects, we hope that you pay attention. Communication, communication, communication. And as a final note, we just want you to know that if there's ever an issue with communicating with your therapist where they don't communicate properly with you and you don't feel like you can talk to them, or if you don't feel like you can talk to Back to Bliss's receptionists, or if you just feel like something was missing, or if you had a question even, or if you had a real kudo, a comment that you wanted to let us know that you necessarily didn't want the person to know that they did a great job, At the end of every service, there is a survey email sent, and hopefully you've given us your email so we can send that to you. But we welcome feedback, positive, negative, constructive criticism is always well received, and hopefully we will be able to make your experience even better through that communication at the end of every service. And so thanks for listening. We hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.